wanted to own it, just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here, oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you.
Yo! Where you going?
Fuck. Haley left with Liz, man.
Whoa, what the hell? Liz left?
Yeah, we got into this argument. Fucking few minutes ago, man. We got into this stupid argument, and fucking Liz took her home, man. I just want to go back home and make things right.
Hey. I get you, bro. I get you. But you out of her space right now. She's still stressed about losing the baby, you know? Just give her some time. Liz will talk to her and...
What the fuck is wrong with your door, man?
Hey, chill. Liz will talk to her and calm her down. Trust me, bro.
Think so?
Definitely.
All right.
Hey, now, let's have a few drinks and enjoy what's left of the night, right?
Okay. All right.
That's my boy. Let's get fucked up, man. Come on.
Thanks for coming on my show today.
Thank you for having me.
So I've heard big things about you. I don't know why our paths have not crossed yet until today.
Well, we've been following each other for a while, but this is our first time actually connecting. So this is very nice to meet you, by the way.
Very nice to meet you. So what do you do? Tell our viewers.
So I'm an up-and-coming actor. I just really started getting into it like the beginning of this year. I had to put it on the back burner for a little bit for personal reasons. But this year I was able to take it on full on. I tried to give it a go in 2020, but obviously the pandemic.
Oh, I know, right?
And then things were like really slow, even, I want to say even 2021. They didn't start picking up till probably like the summertime. And then that's when I kind of took it on just a little bit. And then 2022 is when I really decided erupted. And I've been in everything from short films to music videos to, well, one TV show.
What's a TV show?
So Pawn Stars, are you familiar with that?
I love it. I do.
So they have a new show. It's like Pawn Stars, I think it's Do America. They had one in San Francisco over the summertime. I was a background in that, but I had a lot of like not big scenes, but you were able to see me quite a bit.
How
I wasn't just
fun.
a blur.
Wow. Okay, so they cast. How did you get that gig?
I got that from backstage. It's
So you got paid pretty good for that, huh?
pretty good, not too bad.
Yeah, sometimes there's background. I mean, because I did the movie Walk Hard. You can't see me at all in it.
Oh, okay.
But I actually worked on that for a month. I'm not even I don't even have like this is right before IMDb was like a big deal. But I worked on it for a month and I got a nice paycheck. You could never see me in it.
Oh,
like
okay.
those background things are like amazing. That's where the money's at.
So can you actually see yourself in there?
Never. I could never see. And I seriously worked on it for a month. And got in like hair, makeup, the whole out because it was like a 40s scene. So yeah, it was crazy. Like
well, now I have to like relook at that movie.
Well, there, you can't even see. I was kind of like, I mean, I didn't see myself, but yeah. So that's cool. So I gotta watch this whole new episode of Pawn Stars. So where you said San Francisco, or
yeah, San Francisco. It was I believe it was the second episode. It was they aired it the day before Thanksgiving.
Right on.
So you should be able to see it on demand.
How cool was that? And so you met all the guys?
I did.
Were they
and,
cool?
Yeah, they were
guys.
all super cool. Obviously, Chum Lee was exactly how he is on TV. Super cool. I think he was the one I had the biggest conversation with. I met Rick. I met the other son. I forgot his name, by the way.
I haven't really watched it since Old Man died. So I don't know if they replaced him, but I used to watch it all the time back in the day.
It's it's those three, and then they do have some additional.
I think they got the other son more involved because I just remember like Rick and Chum and like
Yeah, that was a cool experience. And like I said, I've been doing a lot of short films, feature films, but I've kind of climbed my way up from being a background to supporting actor, and now getting lead actor roles.
And I love that you're saying this now because I actually had a conversation today about like how the Central Valley, so you can live here and travel and go everywhere. Because I mean, yeah, you did the San Francisco and you just went there for a day. It wasn't a big deal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's nice is like, I know like back in the day you used to have to like live in these cities to get like all these acting gigs, but it's a new day and age. So now
And that's the one good thing out of COVID now is you can do a lot of the auditions. That's the only good thing that can be
Exactly.
the auditions virtually.
So a lot of them, they just want self-tapes now. And if not self-tapes, you'll just do like a Zoom interview. So it's real convenient, especially, you know, gas.
Oh, right. No, for sure.
But yeah, like, I'm basically like a road warrior right now. I almost feel like I'm like I'm on tour. I'm like every weekend I'm at a different city, mainly just in California. So I've been like pretty much up and down California, anywhere from the Bay Area, all the different cities like Richmond, Vallejo, San Jose, Sacramento. Done a lot of stuff here in Fresno, Firebaugh. The list goes on, all the way down to LA.
And so Backstage helps you a lot. That's one of the platforms that you use to get your gigs. And
Backstage, Facebook, and then all these different acting gigs. I network and I connect with people, and then so I'm getting exposure, getting my name out there. So that helps a lot too.
And so have you ever had an agent or no?
Right now, I guess you would call it like freelancing. I would like to get an agent.
Well, it's cool to say that you can. I mean, because I've done both, and it's like it's really cool in this day and age. You don't need it. Back in the day, you used to have one, or no one took you seriously to do anything. So
exactly, it's
kind of cool. You don't have to now. You don't have to pay anybody or ask anyone permission, or you know.
Well, like you said, take you serious. I wanted before I wanted to pursue an agent. I wanted to kind of like build that foundation. That way, you know, like they take you serious. Like you're not just some random person off the street. Like, hey, I want to be an actor.
But now you can build your credits and your resume on your own without having to have that. So no, that's really great. So this, I like how you're telling your success story about living in the Central Valley and how you're making it work for you with this.
Yeah, it's been a fun experience. I'm originally from San Jose, born in San Jose, but raised in San Jose and Fresno. So Fresno has pretty much been my home as well. Honestly, if I had a choice to like move back, I'd probably stay here. This is like Fresno grows on you. It's a nice place to get your foot down, pretty much. I know
it's really expensive to live in San Jose right now.
Get yourself together in a sense, and plus it's in the middle of everything, so it's not too far from LA. It's not too far from the Bay Area. It's really convenient.
Yeah, so I lived in LA for like 15 years, and I do some more stuff now being here, and then I just go back and forth, and it's like that's why I think it's great that you can kind of be, and it's great you have San Jose connections.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, I've been building connections in San Jose, all over the Bay Area. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be in San Francisco filming a short film for Christmas Eve.
Wow.
So the 23rd and 24th.
I know they're filming more. That I actually was filming last like 23rd too. And I was like, I thought people took a break, but they don't. I like it though. I mean, I like working on those times. It's fun.
It is. Well, with this business, you learn that you got to stay hungry. You can't just like wish for something to like magically happen. You have to kind of like eat, breathe, and sleep it in a sense. So basically, like when I'm not acting, I'm practicing at home. I'm trying to like build those skills, and also I'm looking for more gigs, like probably more than I can take on, but I'm managing.
And so the feature, you said you did shorts, features, and what feature did you do?
You're talking about like feature films? Mm-hmm. So these are still like up and coming ones. Like they're currently
all in post production.
Yeah, post production.
I have a lot of stuff in post too. I get it.
So you won't see those until probably like. Some in early 2023, mid, and then probably as far as maybe a year from now. Everything should be on Amazon Prime though.
Right on. Anything you can tell us about it, or some good roles that you can tell us about?
Some good roles. So the one I'm currently working on, the film is called Slaughter Night. That we're filming in Tulare and Fresno, and some in Visalia. Up and coming director, his name's Thomas Sagoon. But yeah, that's gonna be a horror film. So kind of think of like maybe like Scream mixed with how could I say it? What's that movie with Mark Wahlberg like back in the day? Nuts, I think. It's like a 90s.
Okay.
It's like a 90s flick.
Right on.
Maybe mixed with a little bit of American Psycho.
Nice.
But yeah, that one will be the first one released, probably like early, maybe like March-ish. And then the next one I'm doing, which is also almost finished, is a sci-fi film. It's called The Lake, and that one will probably be around the same time. I want to say like maybe March or April-ish.
The lake. That sounds scary.
It's like I guess you would think of probably like Alien when you think of like sci-fi.
Wow.
Maybe something like
You've
that.
been doing a lot. You had a busy year.
I did. A busy but very enjoyable year. Like I'm doing what I love. Like acting has now become my first love.
Nice. So who are some of the people you've worked with?
Famous people. Mainly right now it's just a lot of up and coming people.
What are some of the local people that we might know?
Local people you might know. I'm not too familiar with with local names, honestly. Like I said, it would probably just be. I'd have to like really think about that.
Well, I've heard about you through a lot of local people, so I imagine that you worked with some of the people. I kept on hearing your name pop up, and everyone's like, "You got to interview this guy." I'm like,
like I said, Thomas. Who else? I'm trying to think. Dylan Spenhoff. He's the director for The Lake. Frank Cantu, director for Muscle Draggers. I don't know if you're familiar with that movie.
well, I did the first one that was called They changed the name for it. I think it's down the 60. It was called something else. And now you're doing the actual Muscle Draggers.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So who were some of the people you worked with on that?
I'm not familiar with the lead actor's name. Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Was it fun? Was it a fun project to work on?
It was a fun project to work on. That I'm just a supporting actor. But yeah, very very fun. And that one we filmed in Fireball.
Now I'm trying to think of what I was in it. It was originally called Muscle Draggers, then they changed like down the 60 because they had like split. Yeah, so isn't that fun? Strange too how like movies happen and they change names.
Yeah.
It was really funny when I told somebody like we used one of my friend's house for a filming, and they said, "Well, we'll change the name," and they said, "Why?" I said, "Because that happens." Like,
Yeah, it does.
There's
It
a why that
happens.
just happens.
Like roles can be switched. Anything can be switched. It's like nothing's really guaranteed. So you just got to kind of just like hope you get the part that you auditioned for. So
So tell us a little bit about your audition process and how that's been going. So you submit a lot virtually, I imagine.
I do, and it comes in like variations. So some are like cold reads. Cold read is, I'm sure you're familiar with cold reads, where you
So have you been doing that virtually? I haven't done any cold reads yet virtually because you usually send it. So what is it? Is it like a FaceTime?
Yeah, it's just like a FaceTime.
They have to be live at that point.
Yeah, those are actually a lot easier because it's like you literally have the script right there, and then you can just like kind of like really just like read it and deliver.
Oh, I believe it. I do like
Yeah.
that because then you're like, well, I didn't have time to prepare. It would have been better. Yeah. I agree with you.
When you're standing with the script, you're like, it's kind of like hard to like
Right,
go back and forth
exactly.
and still kind of like give that performance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it does make it a lot. It makes you a lot more comfortable, and you're able to deliver your best performance possible.
Right on.
At least it works for me. I've also had to do like one where I had to do improv, and I thought improv was going to be like my weakest point. And doing these auditions, I found that to be like my actual like strongest point.
I think
So
it's fun, right? It becomes more addictive than
it
having.
is, especially when they kind of give you the scenario, and it's like, oh, okay, I can kind of like picture myself in that and just act it out.
So how'd you get so good at all this stuff without really doing the classes? I know you started at a weird time.
YouTube. I mean, you can learn anything from YouTube. You can probably, I mean, like, I don't want to get in trouble for this, but you can probably become a doctor from YouTube.
We don't recommend it, but you hear.
Yeah, we don't recommend it, but it's might be possible.
So that's because you kind of just scroll down and like I want some interviews of
Yeah.
actors, auditions, all that stuff.
And then too, backstage also, like during the pandemic, since there wasn't acting gigs, they also offered a lot of like classes, whether they were free or you had to pay for them. So I did take advantage of those as well.
That's important. See, I'm glad you're telling me this because we don't really have anything steady in town that I've heard of at the moment. So it's really important everyone stay fresh by stuff like that.
Yeah, backstage has been huge for me. Like, I know there's a lot of different platforms out there, but backstage has been, especially with 2022, like it's just like it's constant. And I feel because of everything being backed up, everything's just being piled on at once at this point, which is, I mean, like it's a good and bad thing because it's like it becomes overwhelming.
Tell
like,
us about the music videos. You must have done some fun stuff.
Well, really, I've only done one music video. That was actually like my start. It was like a reggaeton music video, and that was local.
How funny.
So I was like, it was like a party scene, and then having a good time. We get wasted, and then like the ending.
Did you get to really drink?
No.
Darn it. I never get to my sets either. I'm always hoping
Right.
that there's one.
You're like, man, just one. But yeah, that was a fun experience. The fact that like I'm getting to do all these different things, like it's like the different experiences, it makes it a lot more comfortable entering like the next gig,
So what's your, I don't mean to get personal, but do you only take paid gigs or it depends on the project? Where are you now in your career?
Oh no, right now I'm hungry. I take everything. Like honestly, like like 2023, I'm gonna be a little more picky.
Right.
I think I've earned that right by that time.
And
but
I did, I've been in your shoes too, where it's like, you don't know, kind of like you're like, well, I wanted you, and then this, and then sometimes, when I finally told everyone it has to be paid, and then I realized like you're a diva, and it's like, no, I just.
You pay your dues, and
you just it just has to So I understand the dilemma, but
yeah, like 2022 is just starting off, building that foundation and getting to know people, getting to know myself, and just building my career at this
But
point.
it's cool that you have like a resume. You have a really good resume that you built in a year, and I think that's really hopeful to tell our viewers that people can live the dream.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can definitely live the dream, but you just gotta take it serious. Like, I mean, it's okay to have fun with it, but if you want to like really take it somewhere, you gotta put in the work. I don't mean to sound cliche, but like you do have to put in the work. A lot of us get stuck in like our day jobs, and when we're done with that day job, we come home and we don't want to do anything. We're just like worn out, mentally, physically.
Right.
You got to kind of like break out of that habit and pursue what you want to do, because a year goes by fast, and just imagine like if you would have decided to pursue like your dream, like say you wanted to pursue it today, who knows where you'd be a year from now. In a sense, you might be out of that job that you don't want to be stuck in.
Right, and you can have fun with it. I mean, it is a really fun outlet. It
is, and the more you do it, the more you do have fun with it. So it's a beautiful experience.
But one day you'll quit your day job?
Oh, definitely. Hopefully they're not seeing this.
What is your day job?
I am a middle school science teacher.
I love how you're just like, you just wrote that in there. I'm in middle school science. Are you like building on the science? I feel like you'd be really fun.
I am. Well, I find myself to be. My students love me. They don't really love the subject of science, but I make it fun for them. They're like, you know what? We love you as a teacher, but like this science stuff is hard. And I was like, it is, but.
Do you ever put that on a resume for the acting? Because I could see that could kind of play. That could be fun.
You know what I do? I put teacher, I put science.
Because that is really cool. I mean, I can see there's a lot of roles for that.
There is.
And you're like the fun, new age, quirky set. You know, you're not the stereotypical, like, but you're like cool.
I get that a lot. They're like, you teach? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the class I want to be in.
But it's, I love the middle school. Like they're just coming out of, not to change the subject, sorry.
No,
but,
I like this.
Yeah, they're freshly coming out of elementary. It's a new experience for them. I like to, like give them a nice warm welcome and give them the tools to prepare them for what's to come, which is high school. It's going to be a lot harder, So I teach them how to take notes and all that,
Oh, that's good.
Be prepared, and how to kind of like break things down to where it's not so overwhelming in a sense.
What do they think about your acting? I'm sure they know a little bit.
I haven't told them.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because I don't want that to be like a distraction to them. Like when I'm teaching, I want that to be like the focus. Like
it's cool that you can say you can have fun and then you can still do your thing. I like that you could do both.
I almost feel like Batman. I'm like Bruce Wayne in the daytime, and then
Well, that is being an actor. You have to go incognito all the time.
Now my colleagues know I act.
That's and you get time off. I mean, you could take time off too for gigs sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely. And teaching it's a good fit for acting because you're off anytime after 4. So you have the rest of your day to yourself. So you can take like a quick commercial, quick modeling.
And they're
quiz.
generous though with time off.
They are.
So
Like
if you get a nice gig, you can be like, okay, I need to take a week off here.
Like right now, I have 3 weeks off. So, and I have nothing but acting gigs lined up. So technically, I'm not off. I'm just off from teaching.
I love it. That's the same thing I do. You have your day job, and then you have you act for fun.
I already have stuff lined up for 2023.
Well, I'm excited to see where your career goes. Okay, so where can we follow you, and are you going to tell us every time something drops, you're going to let us know, right?
Oh, definitely.
So we can follow you.
You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram.
Well, give us your handles.
Oh, everything. Everything is just my name, by the way. It's just Chris Crofut.
That makes everything
together.
simple. I like it when people just have their name, not something wacky.
I want people to know who I am because I'm an actor. I don't have anything to hide right now.
And your IMDb?
Oh, IMDb, same thing, Chris Crofut.
I know. Isn't it exciting to get your credits now?
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna have a lot more to add on to it as soon as these start dropping early 2023. Everything you can catch will be on Amazon Prime, by the way.
How exciting. Well, thank you so much for coming on my show. And this was really everybody urging me to get you on there. I said, this guy is so hopefully one day we'll work together.
Well, I've been everywhere. So I was telling somebody, one day they're going to tell a story about me. Like, I used to work with that guy. Everybody in California. But
I love that.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, definitely. March 2023, March, April, check out Slaughter Night. Also, mid-2023, check out The Lake. And then sometime, maybe later 2023, check out Muscle Draggers.
Okay, without giving too much away, do you die or kill anybody in any of these things?
You know what? No, I don't. I do have a role coming up.
That's what's
that
happening.
I do.
That's in these type of movies. You're either gonna die, or if you haven't died yet, you're gonna die or kill.
So there is another feature film. I can't really talk too much about.
That's okay. You know what?
But it will be the end of next year.
You'll either die or kill, right?
I play the killer, so.
Nice. And I could see that in you too.
But the ones that are currently out, I'm more of the protagonist. So.
Nice.
So one of the roles, like Slaughter Night, the character I play, he's more like nonchalant, kind of goes with the flow. He's a little more cautious. And then Muscle Draggers, supporting role. That guy, he's also a protagonist, but he's more of an instigator. He likes to stir up.
Shocker.
Yeah.
I can't see you playing that at all.
And then The Lake. So my character there, he's the captain. He's more of a skeptic, but he's also like a captain. He's like kind of like arrogant. So it's fun to play these different types of roles.
Well, I can't wait to see it all. Thank you so much for coming on my show, and we're going to keep up with you in 2023.
Oh, for sure. Thank you for having me, by the way. And it's fun. It's nice to finally meet you.
Queen that on the track. I got niggas on my line that think they running the game. I entertain them for a minute, then I'm back to the main. On my queen shit, I be on my queen shit. If you don't know me now, you don't fuck with me, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Hands in the air like what you wanna do, shit. I be on my queen shit. I be on my queen shit. Yeah. I say you don't fuck with me, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Hands in the air like what you gonna do. I shoulda known you was a lame ass nigga, especially when you put it in my best friend nigga. Now what the hell was y'all thinking when you did that? I'm not a hoe, but a hoe ain't allowing that. Mad facts, this bitch don't broke the code. You about to see me on the TV next episode. I'm a leader, I don't follow, you can have him though. Let the record show this nigga never claimed you though. You ask me how you bounce back from that. Forget a nigga, bitch, and nigga secure it back. Be humble that I didn't fuck your little ass up. If we still speaking, then a bitch better boss up. I got niggas on my line that think they running the game. I entertain them for a minute, then I'm back to the main. If you can't pay my bills, then you gotta go. I'm independent, but shit, I can use some shit. I be on my queen shit. I be on my queen shit. If you don't know, then now you know. You don't fuck with me, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Hands in the air like what you wanna do, shit. I be on my queen shit. I be on my queen shit. I say you don't fuck with me, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Hands in the air like what you wanna do. A lot of fire when I'm on the gram, cause I tell it like it is. They don't like that. All them quiet ones, be some quiet hoes. Matter of fact, let me twerk it for a couple bands. Oh, you like the way I dance and you like the way I shake it. Begging for a threesome when you know your ass can't take it. How you tryna fuck when you coked up? That shit got your dick on little, put that mess up. You out of pocket, nigga, to try and threaten me. One taste of this pussy and bitch you never leave. Have you rolling up sleeves and put you on your knees. Then make you pray to this pussy, then call it G.O.D. Got niggas on my line that think they running the game. I entertain them for a minute, then I'm back to the main. If you can't pay my bills, then you gotta go. I'm independent, but shit, I can use some shit. I be on my queen shit. I be on my queen shit. If you don't know it, now you know it. You don't fuck with me, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Hands in the air like what you wanna do, shit. I be on my queen shit. I be on my queen shit. You don't fuck with me, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Hands in the air like what you wanna do. Queen that for the track. 559. It's a rap, bitch.
Thank you for coming on the show today. You are beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You do a lot of things. Tell our viewers who you are and what you do.
Okay, first off, I'm Nephateri, okay? That's it. One word, just like Beyonce.
I
That's
love
what I
it.
like to think.
And
I
that's a
share
great
my
name.
birthday with her, so I'm like, we're channeling the queen, right?
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm a musician, local artist, so I've been performing here in Fresno for about almost 2 years now. I started writing poetry when I was 12. So it's been,
I love that.
Yes, it's been in my heart since I was a kid, but the passion, I was driven more towards education. So that's how my family was raised. So it's like, okay, go get your bachelor's degree from Fresno State. So I am alumni. I went and got my master's from University of Phoenix. So after
go,
that,
girl.
thank you. After that, I'm like, okay, I did what everybody else wanted me to do. Now it's time for me. And I've started channeling like all of my music resources here. So I have a team based out in San Antonio, Texas. So we go by Cloud9 Radio Entertainment. So that's kind of what we're doing, is trying to bring.
So how did you get the team there? You're here, the team's there. Tell us that story. That seems really cool.
Okay, I started my Twitter account in 2019, and how I started that was because I was first trying to open up a plus-size clothing store for women by the name of iDiva, and I kind of started using my music platform for that behind my website, and luckily someone, I guess, heard my music and just gave me a DM. and his name is Charles Hamilton. So that's my partner now. So we kind of just started talking. It ended up him coming down here to do my first video, and from then we've been dropping EPs and albums. And
I
then,
love that.
yeah.
Okay, so where's this Plus Clothing store?
That's on hold for now. Okay.
Oh
like,
my gosh, I
it's
know a
still
lot
in-
of people that would love to flock to that. So
right. And now that we have Lizzo, you know, that's even more. I'm like, okay, I gotta do something for Central Valley, right?
Very much so.
Yes. So it's on hold for now, but I do want to focus on music first, and then I want to kind of bring fashion into it a little bit later.
Well, it goes in hand, fashion and
Yes,
music.
absolutely.
Okay, so what's your main style of music, and is it sad or happy? what can we listen to?
I'm not a sad person. No, I'm very upbeat, happy. I'm more hip hop, but I do a little bit of R&B and pop as well.
You seem happy, but you're so smart too. So that's a little bit. There could be a little bit of sad things. So it's like,
Yes, no. I think I'm a strategic person when it comes to music, because it's like what you see is what you get. I bring in the book smart, and then I do a little bit of the the hood, if you would. So a little bit of both comes from me.
So where are you performing at? Where can I go and like rock out to you?
Locally, we're kind of doing Tipsy's Bar. I performed at Marlowe's nightclub, just for now anyway, but I do want to venture out. We are talking a little things in the works with bringing Bun B from UGK here.
Oh, how fun.
So it's going to be a little surprise coming in the next few months.
And
So
a tour in the next.
we're hoping.
Because
yes.
you have all this music coming out. You got a tour
We
around.
do, yes. Hoping a tour soon. We've been having some contacts in LA and Las Vegas, so hoping to get that under wraps. But also, I have a project dropping on Halloween with my group here, No Town Records. So I do have to shout out Slim 86, YG Negs, and AC Babioso. So we're doing that too. So I'm the only female on the project, and when they came to me to add me, I was just overwhelmed and excited. So it's been a pleasure to work with them.
So if you could collab with anyone besides Beyonce, who would it be?
Oh gosh, Cardi B, off tops. I think she's just very vocal. She's unapologetic, and as an artist, that's something you have to have.
And what about locally? Who would you collab with?
You know what? Because I perform with so many people, but I would have to say Michael Carter from RVE. I love.
He's been on the show.
Yes, I'm well aware. I just love what he stands for. I love his team, and I've recorded at his studio before, so it'd be a pleasure to do a track with him as well.
Right on. What about for Sean? Have you collabed with him at all?
Not yet. I have a bucket list. I'm trying.
You're working your way. I mean, there's a lot. There's so many people. And
Yes, that's definitely up there. So yeah.
Does everyone get along? So for the most part, I feel like a lot of people here in the Central Valley get along. You are competing, but you do get along. Do you feel that vibe?
For the most part, yes. I feel that people try to paint you against each other. You know what I mean? It's like there's so much love, but then you do have the competition that weighs, or these lists that you're placed on, and it's like it's not about that. It's like if you do music from the heart and you're passionate about it, it shouldn't even bother you. So as long as you're coming together and you're working well, that's all that matters.
So what's your day job like now?
My day job. Yes, I am actually a supervisor for the Foundation for California Community Colleges. So luckily I have the leisure to work at home. So been homeschooling my daughter. She's in first grade. So I do have a lot of time to still do my music and have the work-life balance.
So I would think all the college students would be down with your music. So how do you balance
Yes.
that? Can you get I know it's like a different thing. I know it might not be professional crossover, but you'd be like, hey,
Yes.
drop this, on the DL, come listen to my music over here. Can you do that?
It's they're very, for the most part, my coworkers they love my stuff. So it's like they're hip, if you want to say that. They support me and everything. So it's like if I do have things coming up, I can promote there as well, and it's just accepted. So it feels good to be supported.
So your music video,
Yes.
the one that you plug all the time. What's that song about?
So it's called Queen in the bad word, so the Queen stuff. It's basically empowering women. For the most part, you see the men's take on hip hop and how they're treating women.
Exactly.
And, it's kind of like turning the tables and saying, hey, two can play that game, but we can do it a little bit better. So just uplifting women in that stance.
I just had this conversation last night. No, but that's really cool. So
Yes.
Tell us like how you get some of these beats, how you come up with it.
Okay, I have to shout this producer out too, Jazz Beats. He's actually on BeatStars, but he's one of my favorite producers, and he knows my style. He knows what I'm into. Like if I'm feeling some type of, feeling, I'll just let him know and he can make that beat for me. So it's exclusive beats. So I try to buy exclusively. I'm all about owning my own masters. I'm more business oriented.
So you're all lyricists.
I am. Well, for the most part, I feel like I'm a lyricist, but I do love beats. I used to produce back in the day too. So if
So you collab on the beats?
I collab on beats.
So you're all lyricists. Okay,
yes.
I get it.
So it's like if the beat is not catchy for me, then it's like, I can't work with it. But
So now your partner, that's like, no, that's not good.
it's not
Let's
good.
do this.
Let's
Okay.
do this. But him, and then there's also, I want to say Jay Burns Beats does tremendous work for me. So those are like my two go-to people. I love their beats.
So where can we hear your music, girl?
I'm everywhere. I'm on Spotify, I'm on YouTube. I have a channel on YouTube. I'm actually under Cloud9 Radio, so that's with my partner. So you'll find both of our stuffs there. He actually goes by the artist name of Young Gunna Unique. So you can look him up as well.
SoundCloud,
we're on the
Apple
SoundCloud.
Music?
I'm on Apple Music.
So
I'm
you're
on
everywhere.
Tidal.
On Instagram,
Yes.
I can put you in your beats. Okay,
Yes,
I love that.
absolutely.
I love that you're everywhere.
Yes.
And so performances wise, you have a Halloween thing coming up. What else is going on? What's this? You said the bar that you work at, or the
We usually perform at Tipsy's.
Where's that?
That's on Belmont, and it's just, on Belmont and Blackstone or something like that. I don't know. I have to really get it, but it's locally, like 10 minutes from here, actually.
Okay, and then-
Claudia Moreno, I want to shout her out because she has been so welcoming for our careers. So it's a lot of things going on with her and Storm Latte from Gator Empire Music. So he really put the plug on us. So we've been doing things there, and also Marlowe's nightclub. So for the most part, we've
Where's
been.
that at? I'm sorry, I don't get it. I work on the
No,
weekends.
that's
I don't
fine.
get
No,
out much.
I just figured out it's like on Ashland, and oh God, I'm not good with directions. That's what you'll find out from me. But it's
You know what Marlowe's
you
nightclub
have
is? Ashland and what? Oh, he doesn't know.
No,
either.
not the cross streets. No,
was
but
like,
you
yeah.
have to look it up. But those are the hot spots. If you're really wanting to see local performers that give a show, it's been crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly where I need to be going.
Yes, absolutely.
And if somebody wants to book you, are you open to that? Can you sing at parties?
Yes, I am open for booking. I have all of my booking information on my social media. So
And
on
so
Facebook.
the Instagram's the main one. We got to file you, right?
Yeah, Instagram is my main one. So yes, I'm available for booking. I also do verses and hooks.
So what's your Instagram?
It's Nephateri for life.
I love it. Yeah, so
Yes.
I want you at my birthday party. I want you to pop out a cake and sing.
Girl, I will do that. I will.
It might cost me extra, but
As long as I have my sparkles, I'm okay with it. Okay.
Thank you so much for coming on my show, girl.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, Matt, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so tell my audience what you do.
So I'm a musician. I write music. I used to write music through metal and writing more live shows, and now I'm more of a DJ. I write more electronic music, so the music's more so not live anymore, but I still write music and it's all produced by me. I write with a few friends here from Fresno. A few go by Las Venegas, which are a collective of musicians. Actually, the main two are Johnny and Jeremy Venegas. I met them this year earlier in February, and my music my music experience has sort of kind of blossomed from there.
Wow, that's really cool. So you've been doing it, all the electronic kind of stuff. Kind of
Recently, yeah, because I was sort of reluctant to do it because I'd kind of taken a hiatus of music, and I was thinking, okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna get back into it, and I was
Why'd you take a hiatus? So what happened? Tell us the story behind that.
Well, I mean, I wrote metal music in high school, and it was fun. I think it was more rowdy, and it wasn't necessarily a something I wanted to kind of like keep going with. It wasn't necessarily something
so
I
the
could
genre
I couldn't sustain it.
changed.
Yeah, I really couldn't sustain like the whole metal thing. I mean, it was nice, but it was just too rowdy for me. Like, I loved it. I'll always love it, but I don't know if I'll necessarily go back to writing it. I think that's what it was. So I took a break, and I thought, okay, maybe I'll come back to music eventually, which I did. So I eventually went to a concert, and I was going to go to a concert with my brother, and I was broke. So I told him, no, I don't want to go. I was like, I don't want to go. I don't have any money. I don't want to go out there. And it was in Vegas, so who wants to be in Vegas broke? And I ended up going. He dragged me there. He convinced me on the last day, and it was just so much fun. The concert was called Life is Beautiful,
and they have a pretty wide variety of music, which was appealing to me because if it was just one type of music, I wouldn't have done it. I was like, okay, well, let's go check this out. So we did, and it just completely caught my eye, caught my attention. I'm like, so this is what music and live shows have turned into, and I thought, well, now I
More
wanna get
like
back
an
into it.
experience, like not just a concert, not just about the music. You have like an experience.
Yeah, it's a whole entire experience. The crowds are bigger. There's instead of just going and seeing one stage, now you're seeing 3 or 4 stages. You're staying for 1 or to 3 nights now. I thought, well, this is so much fun. The pool is so much bigger. Well, that kind of just intrigued me enough to come back home and start doing music again.
Okay, so when you say you DJ too, what exactly? So are you making it more like a kind of like rave, almost experience?
You could call it that. Yeah, you could definitely say it has a rave overtone to it because that's pretty much or primarily where my music is played because it's so electronic. Right now, I feel like I'm sort of taking a more of a turn towards live music, which will kind of like steer me away from the kind of like the rave venue. But for the most part, yeah, right now it's definitely the more ravey scene and the more electronic.
So when you DJ, is it a mix of your music and other music, or just your music?
No. So I definitely incorporate other music in as well because I feel like that's more that's what DJing is supposed to be in a sense. Like I would definitely want to play all of my music. I would love to. However, I feel like you're supposed to sort of cater to the crowd.
So you throw it in there and they don't know, and then, then you hear the responses like, "Oh, they like it."
Oh yeah, of course. So sometimes I'll just play, mostly my music, and then kind of incorporate just a bit of other music, sort of just to get people kind of like back to the kind of like main top 40 or the main music of what's going on, and then kind of get them back into what I'm playing. So I kind of keep it a mixture of both.
Wow, that is so impressive. How cool.
Oh, thank you.
So where have you been doing all this when you put DJ and everything? Where have you been doing
So like I said, I had actually met up with these guys at what is called Farming Man. I don't know if you've heard of this. It's been a local festival which was thrown in February. It happened maybe 3 or 4 years prior to this year, and I actually met them there. So a friend of mine whose name is Patrick, he DJs by Sterling. He actually told me, okay, these guys need DJs. They're going to have a tent out there, which is going to be like a pretty big tent. So it was like a venue itself. And I said, okay, cool, I'll sign up. So I signed up online, not really knowing what I was signing up for. And I just told myself, well, if you want to get your music out there and you want to play, then you're going to have to go out and DJ somewhere. So this is a good start. And that's what I did. So this festival takes place out on 39 and a half, I believe, and Avenue 15.
So Madeira?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, out towards the Little Dry Creek, which is like the actual name of it. So it's Little Dry Creek out off the delta out there, and it's a humongous festival where they have tons of stages, tons of DJs, and collectives come out and they bring their own stages, and it's just humongous. They have this humongous wooden structure, which is usually shaped like a pig or something or a man, and they burn it on the 3rd night. So it's sort of similar to the Burning Man. It's just kind of more of like a local rendition of it. And that's where I started. So I went out and met them, and it was just, ever since then, we kind of all stuck together because it was just so much fun.
Wow, that is super cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's happening again here in February coming up, and I obviously expect to play it again. So that's something we're all looking forward to.
Okay, so what are the dates on this? How do we get tickets?
Well, I don't know the exact dates. I know it's somewhere around the 17th. I believe that's a weekend. I'm not too sure, but I believe that's one of the weekends. So I know it's happening somewhere around that date. And it's there's usually no tickets. I don't think you have to pay for a ticket. I believe last year it was completely free.
Really?
Yeah, I believe this was completely free. It's on I think it's on private property. So they just kind of like sign up for whoever, and whoever wants to bring out their DJ collectives can come out there, and anybody who wants to enjoy it can just come out.
Wow.
Yeah, however, they do close the gates. So last year we did have a couple problems where the gates were locked and people came and they're like, hey, we can't get in because the gates are locked. So they ended up just jumping the gates. Sorry. And
that'd be my group.
Well, you always got to do some kind of renegating, so it's not so bad. So this year is going to be the same thing. I don't know if they're going to incorporate tickets and do ticket sales. I don't believe they are, but if they are, I'm sure they'll release that information here pretty soon.
How exciting. Okay, so then where can we hear your music and all the mixes that you've been doing?
So I have my music on SoundCloud, which is usually pretty typical of artists now. I don't really publish it anywhere else. I put it out there. I've had it there. I intend to put more out this month. I have about maybe 5 or 6 projects I'm working on at the moment, which I'm pretty close to finalizing. Once I get there, I'll probably release them pretty close to New Year's.
But it's all SoundCloud?
Yeah, for the most part, it's all SoundCloud, yeah. Exactly. I don't really have it anywhere else. I don't publish it anywhere else. I think I'm just sort of, heck, I'm probably just lazy that I don't try to promote it enough. But, that's just kind of how I am. I focus so much on one thing, and I just kind of let other things falter. So I need to focus more on promoting it. But that's I only have it on SoundCloud for right now.
Well, so what other stuff do you have going on? So that's in February. Tell us about some of the other stuff that you have going on. What did you do during COVID? Did you perform anywhere?
So yeah, COVID, I was streaming. So I did a few streams online, and that's what I sort of built up my presence at home, was having more of like a studio setup, because I mean, I had just came home and I was really focused, like I said, on one thing, which was teaching myself how to play the piano. So I did, and I sort of just focused on sort of like only that. And I needed to focus on other things, which was like, building and having more equipment, which I sort of tried to do during COVID. I ordered speakers. I got, that's when I ordered my first DJ controller, which is how you kind of start practicing. And that's where I really got into it. Yeah, so before that, I wasn't even DJing. I was simply just writing music.
Wow.
Yeah, I had no interest in DJing, which, I did, but I just didn't have any at that time to actually start playing. And then I did, which was during COVID, because COVID forced us to stay home, so.
Wow. Okay, so then when things started opening up again, what was like your first coming out and DJing? What did you do?
So
with
that was, I believe that was about 2021. I want to say I started kind of going out, and heck, I didn't do anything even related to music. I wish I would have, but I was actually kind of distracted by golf, so that really took my interest. And then I started focusing on that, and I let the music thing kind of get away from me. So I have this like almost ADHD thing when I come to like my focuses. Once I kind of get into something, I kind of like have a tunnel vision to it. So that's golf really kind of like knocked me off of my line there, and I had really no momentum. But after that kind of passed and I kind of got over that, like pretty much I got back into music, and that's when Farming Matt came around. So Farming Matt really was like the catalyst for like my whole DJ kind of like experience.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So what are some of the other festivals that you have coming up after the February one?
I played one earlier this year. It was for Halloween. And
how fun was that?
So it was actually in a warehouse. So it was last minute. We had to play it in a warehouse. We
Here
had
in Fresno?
Yeah, we had a venue kind of set up that was already kind of. They were going to let us have a liquor license, and like it was a little more legit, but the liquor license didn't go through. So we ended up switching it up. And that day we switched. We asked the venue if we could use their stage. So we brought their stage into a warehouse. It was almost similar to this, and we. Well, this isn't a warehouse. I'm sorry, but it was almost in a similar area, and yeah, we just threw it there. It was a lot of fun. We had a pretty good turnout of maybe about 120 people, which we didn't expect. We thought maybe we were gonna get like 60 to 80 people, which would have been satisfactory, but we got double that, which was nice. And people dressed up, so it was a lot of fun.
What were you dressed as?
Great. Well, now I got to think about it. Oh, I dressed up as Bad Bunny.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoy Bad Bunny as it is, and he's kind of like a running joke of ours.
So did you play Bad Bunny as you dressed
Well, of course, yeah.
Right?
It's a running joke that when DJs are playing that they're constantly beckoned on to play Bad Bunny. They constantly get Bad Bunny requests, so I had to be Bad Bunny.
That is so funny.
Yeah, I definitely got a lot of
So
for that.
if people want to hire you, how do we do that?
So typically, I don't play for money too much. I don't really take jobs like that because I'm more so. How do I explain this? I'm just gonna show up and play my music. I'm gonna put on a performance like kind of tailored to my liking and tailored to a certain experience. So it wouldn't be like I don't really play parties too much. I don't really play like.
What if someone just needs a DJ for the party and then they're like, okay, you can do whatever you want?
I mean, honestly, yeah. I don't know why I'm so reluctant to do things like that, but I sort of am, which is bad. I need to start opening my mind.
So I'm having a birthday party. You're not gonna play for me?
Yeah, you know what? I could definitely still try to reach out and like come out of my comfort zone and do something like that. Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Right. So you can do. You kind of have like a whole set because I mean your music needs to be kind of out there if you have a set.
Yeah, of course, exactly. Like I said, I'm so lackluster when it comes to promoting.
Have you been the people at the clubs like
Yeah, because see how it is. Like I said, I'm like almost like lazy. But like once I get there and I know I'm gonna do it, sort of like this. Like I'm like okay, well let's just do this. This is what I'm about. So then I kind of get this pride thing going on where it's like okay, now I got my pride behind it. And I'm like I'm definitely gonna rock this. So that's sort of how it is. I think I'm just lazy until I kind of get a push behind me. So
you will do if we want to party.
Yeah, I guess I just need like a fire lit, is so to say.
Because that's what I mean, and I'm glad that you do this kind of music because I know that I'm from LA. I hear a lot of music like that, so it's great that you bring that experience to the Central Valley.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, I believe that we sort of have like the crowd here for it. We definitely have like the consumers for it. It's not big enough, I don't think. We definitely need more legitimate like venues and figures here in the Valley, which we already do. We just don't have enough. I think that's where we sort of like we get people flustering out towards LA and the bigger cities because they're obviously humongous like talent hubs. So anything here sort of flushes out there. But we do have at least some some artists that are kind of residual here, which is nice. And I think that's sort of what I bring here, at least like to the valley, is I'm at least stagnant. Even if I were to sort of like get the option to leave, I wouldn't take it. I want to stay here because I'm already here. Why would I want to leave? When I have like such an easy kind of like a home base here.
Right.
I mean, I could easily just travel out, so I would have no reason to move.
So on your Instagram, do you tell us where you're going to be? So like when Halloween came up, if we had wanted to go, we wanted to go see your concert.
Oh,
Did you put it out there so that we knew?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I probably was a little bit lackluster at that because that's just how I am by nature. But I definitely try to put it out a little more, and I definitely try to put a little more spin on it and kind of be more creative and promote it myself. And I definitely am more in the future. So I just recently upgraded a lot of my studio equipment, which I probably went a little bit too big, and I'm going to start doing a sort of like a live thing or a weekly thing, a weekly repetitive thing where I'm going to do live music just for about 10 minutes. And I'll put that out. Maybe I might do it live and then
cool,
put it
like
out.
an IG, okay.
Correct. Yeah, I might put it out like
that's fun. Okay.
and then record it and then put it out again. So you have like a podcast, or I might just do it live and not put it out. I'm not too sure exactly how I'm working to do that yet.
Right on.
But
that should be fun.
I can't wait. So I might start actually like here within the next couple of weeks.
That's great because then everyone gets like a little taste of it, and then when you do have a part, we can be like, okay, now we have that.
Right. It kind of keeps you interested too. That way you know why you're following me, and that way I'm not just like one of your followers and you're like, oh, what does this guy do? Oh yeah, he did that like 3 months ago. So obviously I need to keep people interested, but I think too is that I get bored too. I get bored kind of just writing and waiting for my next gig. So I want to do something weekly where I have more of like a following or an audience that looks for me online, kind of waits for something like that.
So is there anywhere that we can hear your heavy metal music?
Oh no. So that was online. I'm pretty sure it got flushed away with MySpace. I kind of hope it did.
Oh wow, back in those days.
Oh, it was a long time ago. Yes, it was a long time ago. I mean, I was only probably 17 or 18, probably even younger when I started doing that. Yeah. I don't know what made me write metal music.
So it's buried. Oh man, now that would have been exciting.
Thankfully, yes.
I would like to just hear a little snippet.
No, that's just the music God saying, you know what, this stuff, it's you continue on to write better stuff.
So this is a lot better now. Now you're getting the good crowd response for the music you have going.
Well, it's definitely more audience friendly. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot easier on the ear than metal was. I mean, metal was great, but I mean, I need something where I can actually hear and listen to the lyrics. Which I don't get me wrong, metal's great. I still listen to metal, but as far as me writing, I'm not going to write it anymore. I definitely miss it, but I'm not going to write it anymore.
Well, thank you so much for coming on my show today. We can follow you. What's your Instagram so we can all follow
my Instagram is Carme, CARME, 2_ music. And yeah, I may not have a whole lot of content now. I'm not humongous on promoting.
I'm going to get on you about that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to promote more now that I've come to Sparkle Show. I mean, I'm definitely going to be excited to try to make it back again. So I'm going to work harder.
And then
now.
you're going to keep us posted on the exact date of the February concert. I think I'm going to check that out. And
you should. Yeah, you should. It'd be great. I think you'd have a great experience out there.
I think so too. Thank you so much for coming on my show today.
Thank you for having me again.
Producers of the year I'd like to mention here are Drew and Sparkle. Congratulations.
Come on up.
For the Everything Sparkle show. I'll just add a little information about the show, and of course, feel free to add.
When can we watch Everything Sparkle again?
Yes, right. And it happens so regularly. It's a weekly show. You can watch every Thursday on CMAC at 4 p.m. They come in every Tuesday and record their episodes, get it ready for that Thursday airing, and they have not missed a beat.
They have not missed a weekly show.
They come in every week. They're dedicated to coming in and interviewing all sorts of folks from the community, chefs, local politicians, celebrities, fitness instructors, you name it. I mean, I'm always looking up at our monitor in our office, and I'm just like watching the show. I'm like, this is so interesting. There's a new guest and some interesting person, some familiar faces, and some new folks. So congratulations. Excellent job on producing your show. And as I get your awards, please feel free to, would you like to share anything with the audience? Okay.
Thank you, Drew, for all that you do, because you do all the behind the scenes work. You manage 3 cameras, and that's really cool. So thank you for all the work that you do. It's really impressive.
I just want to say Sparkle does a great show. She's a natural-born host. But I also want to really thank the guys at CMAC, the opportunity that we have to use this facility. The guys are always ready to help when there's something that goes wonky, because there's always something that goes wonky.
Murphy lives here.
Exactly. And I couldn't be happier with the situation. It's really a pleasure and a joy. So.
Excellent. Thank you.
Great job to you both.
Congratulations. Here's yours. And here's your bags as well, your swag bags. Awesome.
I'll let you grab that one.
Photo op. Here, I'll get out of the way.
So go to cmac.tv, or install our app for Amazon, Apple TV, Fire TV, and just search Everything Sparkle.
Yes.
And you can watch the show.
See all the episodes.
You can watch all those 52 episodes from this year.
Yes, exactly.
With
yes,
all the different guests.
Felt right in the moment, felt right in the summertime. It felt right drinking cherry wine with you. Just wanted to own it, just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here, oh we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you. Now I must confess here, oh I must confess dear, don't think I'm in love with you. Winter is coming and I don't know what to do, and there's no more use in running, no more running to you. And I don't want your loving, I don't wanna be just friends, knowing all this time we were playing pretend. Playing pretend, ooh, playing pretend.
It's a mystery.
Hi, I'm Sparkle Sujin, and I am the host of the Everything Sparkle Show. I would like to invite you to come and hang out with me every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, as I interview the world one guest at a time. Everything Sparkle is available on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and CMAC.tv. Plus, if you're in the Central California area, you can watch on Comcast Xfinity Channel 93 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99. Hope to see you there.